What's up, guys? AlexStrenger here. We are at HEB in Houston in the 3rd Ward. We are just trying to get people to vote for Kamala Harris. Tim Walsey said go talk to people at the grocery store, have uncomfortable conversations.
Trying to have that hard conversation in the produce aisle with the person you saw there at the grocery store and ask, have you voted yet?
And so we had a whole bunch of extremely uncomfortable conversations at the grocery store, and hopefully we're gonna just get a whole bunch of people to just go vote for Kamala Harris. We've got to save democracy from fascism, isn't that right? Like, my 5-year-old son is literally transitioning, and you know, my 5-year-old son would not be on hormone blockers if it wasn't for the inclusive learning environment in the Houston school district. And Donald Trump, he wants to abolish the Department of Education. No, ma'am, it's fascism. How's my son gonna become the woman that I know she is? He won't, and that's why we have to elect Kamala Harris in order to save public schools. Because if it wasn't for our public school system, my son would not be medically transitioning. So we just finished up a hard day of work, really campaigning for Kamala Harris and just getting the word out to vote for Kamala. And just so many young black men, they don't want to they're choosing to vote for Donald Trump. And you know, if you're gonna go vote for Donald Trump over the first African-American female in the history of this country, and sometimes she's even Indian too, and you know, my kid is gender fluid and Kamala, she's racially fluid. If you're not voting for that lady, you're literally a you're a misogynistic piece of crap, you know, and that's. But and that's the thing. Private property is a symbol of white supremacy also. But we just got done at HEB, and you know, we're just trying to get more people to vote for Kamala Harris. So, thank you guys. Hey, so Tim Walz said that you have to talk to people at the grocery store in order to get them to vote for Kamala Harris. We're trying to help Kamala Harris get elected into the White House. We're trying to help Kamala Harris get elected president. And Tim Walz, he said that you got to go talk to strangers at the grocery store to have difficult conversations. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's the thing. I have a 5-year-old son, and he's in the middle of medically transitioning. That's the thing. My 5-year-old son is transgender, and
damn, that's an uncomfortable conversation for real.
And then Barack Obama, he said that, you know, there's a problem with African American men voting for Donald Trump instead of Harris. And I'm terrified for our democracy. And you know, I'm in a polyamorous relationship, sir, and my wife, her boyfriend, he's also African American. And I really understand the struggle that people of color go through as a result of you know, the lover that my wife took. And I'm concerned because Obama said that a bunch of black males are now trying to vote for Kamala.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I understand. You know, I get both because I'm an open-minded. So
yeah,
I kind of get both sides. But I know what I'm.
But I actually understand the perspective because I'm in a non-traditional relationship, and the lover that my wife took is an African American.
Okay.
So I actually can really speak to the struggle that African Americans go to because of my wife's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm really excited to cast my vote for Kamala Harris. That's really that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Shit.
I have a trans kid, and my 5-year-old son is in the middle of medically transitioning, and he's only transitioning because of the inclusive learning environment in the Houston Independent School District. And Donald Trump wants to defund the public school system. No, that's literal white supremacy. And you know, if it wasn't for our public schools, my 5-year-old son Carl wouldn't be turning into the beautiful female that we all know that she is.
Say your son is transgender?
Yeah, I have a trans kid. And that's we gotta protect trans kids. If you don't want to protect trans kids, you're a white supremacist. My 5-year-old son is transgender, and he's in the middle of taking hormone blockers right now to become a she.
5-year-old son?
Yeah, my 5-year-old son. And my son would not be in the middle of transitioning if it wasn't for the inclusive learning environment, you know, in the Houston.
So he's 5 and he know what he want to do already.
Well, yeah, it's never too early. And that's what I was told from all the experts.
What's the expert? Expert on what?
Oh, you know, Time Magazine, CNN, or CNBC, these guys, they know everything. And so my 5-year-old son is trying to transition and become a female, and Donald Trump is trying to stop that from. Yeah, and Donald Trump is trying to stop that from happening. And
well, you might not want to talk because I'm voting for Trump.
You lost me with the trans kid, dog. We can stop talking with that trans shit. Kid don't have no motherfucking choice. Kid is born a male or female.
Why they say a lot of males not? What's the reason for the males not wanting to vote for?
It's racism, it's white supremacy, and it's just the fact that the patriarchy needs to be dismantled and defeated. And that's why I'm totally comfortable letting another man plow my wife 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And it's about inclusion.
Yeah.
Like Vladimir Putin's like the greatest threat to democracy, and like we need to like actually have troops on the ground like in Russia, and Ukraine becoming a NATO country actually does that. And I'd be the first one to sign up, but I have peanut allergy, so I'm just not able to do that. But like Kamala Harris, like she's trying to make groceries more affordable. She's trying to like put price caps at the groceries, and like how much is chicken? How much is beef right now? It's so expensive, right? Imagine if like chicken was like $3, you'd be buying up all the chicken.
Yeah.
Right? You'd be buying up all of it. You'd probably be getting here at like 6 o'clock in the morning just to buy up all the chicken.
Yeah.
And like, so would everybody else. And then there like won't be any chicken on the shelf.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they're gonna have to like ration the chicken. So like you can only buy one chicken. And then like, in order to make sure that you're not cheating, you're not gonna be able to pay with cash, and you have to pay with like a central bank like digital currency where everything is always monitored. And then like we'll get like true equity with like Kamala's plan to cap prices at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Everybody's equal when we get a social credit score. We're like trying to help Kamala Harris like get elected, and like Tim Walz, her vice president, said that you gotta like have uncomfortable conversations at the grocery store. And like, my 5-year-old son is like transgender, and like, I